What's up, guys? Chris at Chef Sports Cards here. We're doing 2022 Topps Series 2, third hobby case break number 25. How is everyone this evening? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. A little bit about us. We've been around for almost 5 years now. We break mostly baseball, a little bit of everything else mixed in. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as we can, usually within a day or two of the break. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks, and when we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. So if you want to get into a chance to get into any of our future free breaks, make sure you are publicly subscribed to the channel. Your name will go in the random, and who knows, maybe you'll grab a spot. And head on over to chefsportscards.com. We got a bunch of breaks up over there. Rock bottom prices, plus you can get 20% off. You see up top there in honor of the Nationals this past week. We're going to run that through this weekend and then take that down. So keep 20% off any of your purchase over there. You are buying under cost, I promise you. All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, Robert H. Braves, Jonathan H. Orioles, Luke Z. Red Sox, Ryan C. Cubs, Christian H. White Sox, Ryan C. Reds, Christian H. Guardians, Sean M. Rockies, Robert H. Tigers, Christopher S. Royals, Lance R. Astros, Chris F. Angels, David S. Dodgers, Daniel H. Brewers, John T. And Twins, Chris F. Marlins, Christopher S. Mets, Archie S. Yankees, Daniel D., I believe it is. Sorry, I can't read my handwriting. You know who you have. A's, Xavier H. Phillies, Robert D. Pirates, Eric G. Cardinals, Rich L. Padres, Archie S. Giants, Daniel H. Mariners, Christian S. Rays, David S. Rangers, Daniel H. Blue Jays, Jason A. And Nationals, Bill D. All righty. John, what's up, buddy? All right. Let's do it. Good luck, everybody. Dying in here. Otani, Sweet Shades. And for Seattle, J.P. Crawford to 2022. For Christian. O'Neal Cruz, rookie. Royals with the rainbow foil. Boggs, All-Star. Base back. And Warren Spawn, no hit club. Oh, I can't believe how hot it is. Sweating my onions off. How'd we do on the home run challenge? Any more, Chris? Speaking of home run challenge, one for Devers for the Red Sox. For Ryan. Here, buddy. And Joey Votto, All-Star. Magical Future Star. Just the one? Did you play? Have you played them all, or are you spreading them out? And Jonathan India, Generation Now. Well, one's better than none, my friend. So it's a base pack. Take the third one. All right. Kyle Lewis, 35th. And for the Phillies, Ranger Suarez, a little color match action. 157 of a 199. For Robert. I'll have to send you some more. I told you I found like 5 or 6 more of them. Most of them are, are Ramirez. I think they might all be. All but like one. Aaron Nola Rainbow for the Phils. Ian Anderson, Generation Now. Noah Syndergaard, 35th. Oh, for the Pirates, Ke'Bryan Hayes auto. Very nice. Baseball Stars, Ke'Bryan Hayes. For Eric. There you go, buddy. Nice one. Significant Statistics, Shohei. Excuse me. And for the Bravos at Dansby to 2022. For Jonathan. $9.15 of 2022. Shane Baz, 35th rookie. We got Bowman Jumbos coming up next at 11:30. And Legacy Football tomorrow night. Ty Cobb die cut for Detroit. And 2/50, Will Meyer, the Father's Day blue for the Padres. Archie, there you go, buddy. Will Meyer, 2/50. Were they just giving them out, or did you have to buy something for National Card Day this year? Ricky Anderson. All right, box 2. You got a couple 3-packs. That's cool. Yeah, GTS sent something out last week for everyone, like all the instructions and how it was all, I didn't bother. It's got nothing to do with me, so. It's always right around my birthday. A lot of years it actually is on my birthday. Alek Manoah, Generation Now. Couple blasters of Bowman. Yeah. What were they charging for those? Since they're sold out on O'Neal Cruz rookie. Since they're sold out on what's it called now. Here is a Lindor short print. For the Mets. Archie. Here you go, buddy. Since they're sold out on Target now, I've noticed a lot of places prices going up. Jeter, All-Star. $60 for 2. That's good. If you went to my local card shop, you'd pay 60 for one. That's like his blaster price on everything. $60, $59.99 for a blaster. And then he charges like $129 for megas. It's crazy. And people must pay it because that's what he charges. Hey, come on, hands work. Verlander, no hit club. And Joey Gallo, home run challenge. For Daniel. Now that would be some work getting them all together, my friend. Javi, you'd probably need a weekend to go through all the cards. Yeah, that's a world I don't want to get into. Machado Rainbow. And Cedric Mullen Generation now. The old mystery stuff. No thanks. All you're looking for are complaints. It's so funny. Whenever I see a guy who does that type of stuff, I always look at his feedback and he just gets blasted by people. Always, oh, you don't explain properly. There should have been a Luca in my pack. There should have been. I was like, yeah, no, that's okay. Altuve. Even the guys on like Whatnot and everything who do all that nonsense with the repacks and everything, like, oh God, that's a headache I just would not want to get into. Archie, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight, my friend. Connor Overton, rookie Rainbow, and Willie Adames, 35th. Believe me, the guys who do the ones on eBay where it's like, you know, you're guaranteed this, you're guaranteed that, and there's a chase, you know what I mean? Chris 20, 13 Aaron Judge auto, or blah, 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 or whatever. They're just getting rid of all their junk. I mean, it's pretty brilliant. And some people like it. I mean, there's the, you know, sometimes they can be decent, but Rivera die cut. I kind of at least would rather get like packs, like sealed packs. Like at least you got a chance to, you know, pull something. Mitch Garver to 2022, the Twinnies for Chris. Very good, Archie, man. Very good. Thanks, buddy. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Walker Bueller All-Star. Come on there, Alec Bohm. Focus. There we go. Base back. Tatis, Sweet Shades. Yeah, I mean, they can be fun. I don't know. Like, honestly, the place I've seen him the most when Jabs does them, because he always does, like, he buys out entire runs and stuff. And I mean, there have been some that have been decent, but most of them were garbage for the most part. I mean, it doesn't mean they're not fun, but as long as you, Harper 35th, as long as you temper your expectations, like, and that's kind of the funny part about it, because, like I said, when I've run across some of the guys who sell them on eBay, I always instinctively look at their feedback because they get a million negative feedbacks. And for the Rays, Shane Baz, a rookie, Major League Materials. Because people either misunderstand the listing, because and in fairness to people, they make them pretty vague too, to try and make it seem like you're going to get more than you are. But then you get a lot of people too who are like, oh, this was a ripoff. These cards were garbage, this and that. And it's like, yeah, the pack was $10. What did you think you were going to get? Like, Kendall Graveman and Salvi, significant statistics. Like, that's the part that always kind of gets me. Like, you spend $14.99. How much do you think you're really going to get? So, and yes, hopefully there is that chase and someone hits it and they make out, but that's why they do it that way. Hey, you know what? I never did or had or have left bad reviews for people. Pat Valika with the statistics to 366 of 300 on the old advanced stat parallel. For the Orioles is Luke. I never had, even when people don't pay and stuff, but I got to be honest, those days are past me now. But I don't leave negative feedback either. I leave positive feedback and so people see that they don't pay, because you're trying to help out another breaker or whatever. Like, if you're a breaker and somebody hasn't paid, like, it's very rare that I ever sell off someone's spot unless I go and check. Like, because the first thing I do, like, I've said this before, people fall asleep, all kinds of things happen. I've done it, I understand. So, like, if your spot isn't paid when the break starts, I go check your feedback. And if your feedback's solid, I don't even think twice about it. Like, you'll pay, no big deal. But the thing that most breakers are finding now, like, if somebody doesn't pay, I leave positive feedback that says they don't pay. So that if a breaker goes and checks and sees, like, oh, this person's non-payer, let me sell a spot to someone else if they want it, to try and, Shohei Rainbow. When there's no O'Neill Cruz, 35th rookie. I mean, because honestly, it adds up. Like, last year in 2021, I think I had $7,100 in refunds for non-payment over the course of the year. $7,000. It's a lot. Adds up. I don't really understand why people do it. It doesn't. I guess they find it funny. I mean, we've talked about this before. I don't. And like I've said before, anybody could email me and go, hey, listen, I'm not going to have this money for a month, I'd go, okay, no problem. Like, just reach out and let me know what's going on. But I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Like, and it's weird too because it goes in runs. Ryan Die-Cut. You won't have anyone for a long time, for a month or two. Like everyone will pay all the time, and then all of a sudden, in like a week, you'll have like 5 or 6 people who won't pay. It's so weird. Yeah, they do have them in there. The only unfortunate of it is from a value aspect, they're never those variations that they put in complete sets never have a high value to it. Mondesi also stat parallel to 300, 100 of 300 for Lance. I mean, it certainly doesn't mean it's not worth it. I'm just saying it's always weird that. Yeah, I usually always pick one up too. I usually get one for Christmas from like my family or something like that. But yeah, I always get one from somewhere. Mark McGuire, All Star. Well, that's that. Honestly, that's the best way to do it. If you can, just leave it wrapped and let it sit there. You know, you have a big year, some big guys. Those sets can become valuable. They're going to be much more valuable after you're gone, though. you know, not to say they won't be valuable, but if you leave it wrapped and take care of it and everything, it'll be your grandchildren that'll make the money off it, the real money. Stanton, Sweet Shades. The problem I've had is when you sell a $35 card and don't get paid, and risk knowing the value goes down because of more become. Well, you're right, Archie. When you're talking about singles, I agree with you. The other thing is too, and honestly, it's funny. I haven't talked about this in a while. One of the reasons I started breaking was basically exactly what Archie's saying. One of the big issues I used to have when I would break with guys is it would take forever to get my cards. Like, so release day would come, right, for Bowman, and you'd hit something big, or a decent card, and you want to get it for like 2 weeks. And the difference, now granted, you're breaking with someone. It obviously needs to be mailed to you and shipped to you, so you're going to have to wait no matter what. But to have to wait a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks to get a card in, the value by the time you get it, if you're looking to sell it, could be half of what it was worth on the day you received it, you know? And for the Cubbies, look at that. Sammy Sosa, 1 of 25 autograph. Christian H. Slamming Sammy, red. Awesome. Nice hit. It's like one of the number one reasons why I started breaking. And most of the guys who are regulars know I ship really fast as I can. And that's the reason why. Like, okay, granted, the way to combat that is open your own cards, obviously, say have them in your hand. But like, let's say, especially with Bowman's the biggest one. Like, take any decent Bowman auto on the day of release, and if you want to sell it, you can sell it for $100, $150, whatever. But then fast forward to 2 weeks later, that same card's now worth $35, $40. It's a huge difference. Alcantara, Rainbow, and Stanton statistics. So, I mean, your favorite non-twin player? Yeah. See, Sammy Sosa, this is, well, this in the 90s was the Juan Soto of today. The Cubs should have traded him back then and gotten a whole slew of players like the Nationals just did. and they could have fixed that team. It wouldn't have been such a mess. I never understood why they had to keep him. I mean, granted, the publicity was huge with the home run race and everything, but Wade Boggs all-star to 299, 55 of 299. Anyway, that was a very nice hit, though, that Sammy Sosa. Congrats, man. Yeah, that's the worst, too. When you're selling a high-dollar card and they don't pay for it, like, and that happens a lot, where, and it's fine. It happens so much that I've said it, I've heard other people say it before. Somebody will go, oh, well, this card sold for $3,500. And the first thing out of everyone's mouth is, yeah, did they get paid? Because, it's, I don't understand why people like to do it, but for some reason people bid stuff up, they shun it. I don't know. Harper All-Star. And like you said, unless it's truly a unique card, a 1-of-1 or something like that, most likely your value is not going to be the same. Look, when it comes to breaking, like I can't think of too many times recently, and I usually have a few hundred singles up on my page all the time. But obviously it's not, it's a minuscule part of the business I do compared to the breaking. Sometimes you see it where guys who buy teams that, the cheap teams that nobody wants and they have no feedback, you automatically like, there's no way this guy's paying. Connor Siebold rookie, but I'm not going to chase him down either over it. It's some of the bigger ones. Like, I just had a guy in that prison basketball break on last Sunday who had like 3 teams and didn't pay for any of them. And he actually had some decent cards. Like, he certainly would have gotten his money back at least. But what are you going to do? You block them and you move on. I hope you don't have to deal with them again. Well, I think everyone does to a point. I understand buying cheap teams. I've done it plenty of times myself. Hey, why not? You might get lucky, Look, we talked about that day with the Cubs. I've brought up the Cubs how many times this summer? Mike Trout, 35th. Like, there you go right there. What the Cubs sell for, like $8, $9, Guy gets a Sammy Sosa autograph, 25. That absolute break from a couple of weeks ago, guy paid $6. He got a Rizzo 1-of-1. Like, certainly it can help. It can happen, But unfortunately, you understand breaking. Austin Barnes orange, numbered 120 of 299. Mine is the guys who buy the rock bottom teams and then complain that they don't get hits. Like, well, there's a reason why they're the cheapest team in the break. Like, there's not a lot of hits, Like, that's why they don't sell for $70. They sell for $5. Daniel. And every once in a while you get lucky, sure. Of course, all teams have, well, usually pretty much all teams have hits, but, once they get it, you don't know it. Yeah, you're right, Archie. That's funny. I haven't thought about that way, but you're absolutely right. And some people they get, I think in the same way of what you're saying, they get kind of mesmerized by the auction. Shane Baz Generation Now rookie. They're in it, they want to be in it, and they're in it to the end, and then even to the point of being like, oh, wait, how much did I bid? They get caught up in it. I am terrible with auctions, personally. I don't like them. That's weird. Okay. Brewers 2022. Like, I just get mad usually when I'm in auction. So, like, my thing is, like, if I want something or that's auctioned, I know what price I'm willing to pay. I put it in as my top bid and I let it go. Because I don't want to be in the last minute dogfight over it. And sometimes it works out. It actually worked out for me this week on I picked up a few more Trout PSA 10s. That's kind of my thing this past year. I've been collecting Trout PSA 10s of many levels, from simple base cards up through, autographs and this and that, whatever. And it's funny, I've been looking to get one of the Salim 2020 Project Now cards graded. And I was in an auction the one night, and price was looking pretty good. And I was like in the auction, it was like 5 minutes ago, and I got sidetracked and totally forgot about it. And then turned around and was like, oh, damn, I missed it. And they went at a really good price. It went like 15, $20 under where I thought it would go. So there was another one there. So I put the same bid in on the other one for like the next day, and I ended up getting it like half the price of the other one. Like, really cheap. I guess nobody was bidding at the time, and I didn't even pay attention to it. I just put the bid in as my top bid. I ended up getting it for like $20 or something like that, which was crazy. Randy Johnson, No Hit Club, he usually sells for like 60 or 70. So, sometimes it works in your favor, If not, it wasn't meant to be. Exactly. Because I do believe people, and I don't say this in a bad way, get caught up sometimes. Arenado, Home Run Challenge. And maybe they do have a budget. And next thing they know, they're $50. Oh, wait, I can't afford that, And the worst part of it is, like I said, if somebody would just reach out to me and go, hey, listen, I got a little over my head on this one. It's going to take me a few days to pay. Is that cool? Sure, no problem. I got no problem. Instead, they just ghost you. And you're like, I would even rather you emailed me and said, listen, dude, I can't afford this. At least then I could just cancel it and repost it rather than have it sit for 5 days waiting for you to, not pay and this and that. Like, just tell me. Like, I'm not going to be happy about it, but still, at least I can get it back up and resell it, The one that drives me crazy are the people ask to cancel break spots. They're like, and I've noticed this in the last year where it's not happened a lot, but it's happened a few times where they're like, oh yeah, listen, can you just cancel my spot and sell it to someone in the chat? And it's like, no. It's not necessarily easy to always sell the teams in chat. Vladdy Sweet Shades, especially like, who the hell wants your team? Like, you're the one who bid it up. So, and I just got to a point where like I had to put a thing, and I hate to do it, but if you read in the description, it says, that you need to research the product you're bidding. I'm not going to accept cancellations. You just can't do it. Stanton Blue. I actually talked about this before. There's this one breaker. I don't know I can't remember who he is, but he had the best description, like, of any I had ever seen, where it said, like, I don't want to hear about your dog, your drunk uncle, or your kids using your credit card. Like, I am not, because I've gotten that stuff. I've more times than I can count, people have been like, oh, my kid used my credit card for a spot. I'm like, really? Your kid knows how to go on eBay, run up an auction, pay for it with a credit card? Like, come on, dude. Kutch All-Star. Yeah, sure he did. I got you. I just had a chargeback. I think I told you guys that last week. I never have had a chargeback in 5 years. Not in this business. I've had it in my other business plenty of times. And I'm sure most of you know what a chargeback is, but for those of you who don't, it is literally when you go to your bank or your credit card and go, I do not recognize this charge. This was not me. Like, that's ultimately what a chargeback is if you're being honest about it, it means somebody used your card who shouldn't have, And I had never gotten one for the card business before. Spencer Turnbull, No Hit Club. And I got a notification from eBay last week that somebody had a chargeback. And then I was like, and they wrote me this whole letter saying, you're not responsible, you're protected by seller protection, which is, odd because usually sellers get screwed on eBay. Bregman Home Run Challenge. The reason being, though, is because I went back to the listing. It was one of the first platinum breaks we did, Topps Chrome Platinum. And who's got Houston? That's Chris with the Bregman. Um, the guy who claims he bid like 11 times on the team. Like, he's like, I have no idea, but there was 11 bids, you know. Now, again, I guess his kid or someone else could have gotten it, I suppose, but Jack Flaherty. But I don't know, eBay's not holding me responsible for it, so whatever. It's weird. eBay's a weird world. It is. I mean, it is. And you know, for the weird stuff, there's a lot of good stuff too, because where else are you going to get this many eyes on anything? You're not. I mean, that's the hard part about getting away from this. Like, their fees are absolutely absurd. I mean, it is, the fees are so out of control at this point. It's like, if somebody would just do a good job and cut the fees in half. I mean, I know there's other people out there working on it, but like really kind of, the eBay would lose everyone overnight. Because for those of you who don't sell on eBay or don't sell in a quantity, once you do a certain amount of business, you get forced into what's called managed payments, where eBay actually manages the money coming in, coming out, going to your bank account, this, that, whatever. And it used to be PayPal. For Houston, Michael Brantley, a Major League Material. So it used to be you paid X amount of percentage to eBay. Everybody paid with PayPal. You paid another percentage to PayPal, but eBay owned PayPal at the time, and yada, yada, yada. So eBay got rid of PayPal like 4 years ago, and they went to their own managed payment system. So everything goes through them. And their whole deal when they did it was, oh, well, you used to pay 10% to us and 3% to PayPal. Now you're going to pay 12.35%. So it's actually going to save you money over the course of a year. Significant statistics, Freddie Freeman. But for those of you, or if any of you sell on eBay in any quantity, go and actually look at what you pay in fees. It's closer to 20% with everything, with their final value fees and their insertion fees and their this and their that. It's like insane. That's why somebody, I mean, I know the Whatnots. There's David Peralta Black for Robert, 15 of 71. Like, I know the Whatnots and Loop and Drip and those guys are trying to do it, but somebody needs to do a better job and just cut it in half, and they'd have a lot of people over there really quick. Because, I mean, it's insane how much it comes out to. Oh, yeah, Archie, those days are long gone, buddy. You're right about that. I've been on here for, it's funny, I just had to call customer service recently about a thing. I've been on eBay for 11 years now. Now, I've been breaking for 5. I sold singles before that for, you know, the first 5, 6 years I was on. And you're right. It was cheaper. They were more protective. But, again, in the end, there's just no place you can get as many eyes. You know, Hank Aaron All-Star, which is tough. But, I mean, and look, that's the reason why we're starting the website and trying to get it going and this and that, because the fees are just insane. My accountant's like head was blown off when he saw the fees I paid last year. It was like 140 grand in fees last year. You know, it's like insanity, you know. You're not getting rich, but eBay is. That's for damn sure. The funny part with eBay too is they were so against cards like just 5, 6 years ago, like especially this breaking and stuff. Like Logan Webb generation now, they were so against it. They did everything to try and keep breakers off. They didn't have a problem with singles, but they didn't do anything to promote it. Now it's the biggest business they have, and you must be like, dude, if we're your biggest business, how about cutting us a break on some of these prices? Like, it's insanity. Yeah, I would too, Archie. I really would. I mean, I do like Drip and whatnot and these guys, but it's not eBay. It is in a way, but it's more of a social media platform than it is um, Patrick Corbin Rainbow, Mitch Haniger. I mean, yes, you're auctioning and doing this, but it's just, it's not the same, you know. And the funny part is, like, when Markari came out, like, I know some people post over there, and at first when they came out, it's like, oh, well, maybe this is one here, O'Neal Cruz rookie. They charge the same price as eBay. I don't understand why anybody would go over there. There's like no reason to go there. It costs basically exactly the same as eBay does. So, like, what's the point? It's believe me, if you dealt with the way I do, you'd rant about it too. Cedric Mullins. You pay a lot of money to these people, and they don't protect you as a seller. It's not cool. That's the worst part of it. Like, if you got something for your money, it'd be different, but it just doesn't work that way. For the Detroit Tigers, one Spencer Torkelson short print rookie. Very nice, Torkelson. Congrats to Christopher. All you gotta do is get him to start playing well, and nice, Torkelson. Severino, Rainbow, and Brooks Robinson die cut. You got it, Chris. Congrats, dude. We still can't. It's so weird. We cannot find a Bobby Witt short print, but we've had 5 Bobby Witt autos. I don't get it. Jonathan Scope, 76 of 2022. It's going to come eventually, but it's just so weird. Like, we keep finding Bobby Witt autographs, which is great. I'm not complaining about that. We just can't, but we've been able to find J-Rod and Torkelson. For Christopher. Good luck. Shoot at there anyone to bed. Yeah, that's always the way it is in my house. Always the way it is in my house. In fact, she's probably mad because I had to open the door, and she'd probably hear me some, but it's so hot here, I don't have a choice. Garrett Cole, All-Star. All right, time we got 11:23. All right, let's do some silver packs. Good luck, everyone. All right, Turner, Tugger, Bench, Dawson. Boggs, Trout, Tatis, and Brash. All right, Tyler O'Neill, Hyun-Jin Ryu, Shane Baz, and oh, wow. Nice hit. O'Neal Cruz, rookie mojo orange, numbered 13 of 25. This has been a nice 4 boxes. Very nice hit for the Pirates. Eric, here you go, buddy. Nice O'Neal Cruz. And the last silver pack. Stroman, Verling, Otani, and Castellanos. All righty. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I could not do this without you, and I truly do appreciate it. We have Bowman Jumbos coming up next in about 5 minutes. And tomorrow night we have Legacy Football, if anybody's interested there. Otherwise, please stay safe, stay healthy out there, and bear with me for a sec while I put hit recap together. Okay. Oh, you got it, Archie. Thanks for joining us tonight, buddy. I appreciate it. All right, guys, hit recap for 2022 Top Series 2 third hobby case break number 25. Start with our home run challenge cards. We have Bregman, Arenado, Gallo, and Devers. Number 2, 2022 Scope, the Brewers, Garver, Swanson, and Crawford. Other numbered in parallel, Stanton Blue, not numbered. Austin Barnes to 299. Wade Boggs all start at 299. Mondesi and Valika both to 300. Ranger Suarez to 199. Will Meyer to 50 for San Diego. David Peralta to 71. And to 25, O'Neal Cruz Orange from our silver packs. That was a nice one there. Relics of Michael Brantley for the Astros and Shane Baz, rookie for the Rays. Short print of Francisco Lindor. And, of course, for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. Ke'Bryan Hayes autograph for the Pirates. And the red Sammy Sosa, numbered 1 of 25. Not a bad 4 boxes. All right, guys, again, thanks so much for joining me. Hit that like and subscribe if you can. Go check out the website, chefsportscards.com. Do me a huge favor there. And we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.